So Mike Brown leaves the Warriors and goes on to save the Kings franchise. He makes them the best offense they've ever had, better than a Warriors offense. A lot of people are counting out the Kings because they haven't made the playoffs in 16 years, and if that is your justification, you have no idea how good this team is. Now, I've said in the past that Domantas Sabonis, he can't protect the rim, and he also can't go right, but this Kings offense is so dynamic because of how physical he's been, how imposing at the rim. His post moves, his sealing guys off, and his DHO game has been remarkable. Defensively, he can switch, and that's one of his strengths on defense. Not that he has too many. I actually think on defense they are better equipped than the Nuggets were last year to defend this team because Sabonis is more mobile, and you have Keegan and Harrison Barnes who are adequate defenders on the wing, and De'Aaron as well will compete. The question is, Andrew Wiggins expected to return on Sunday for Game 1. Will he be up to speed? Kevin Looney says it looks great, but we have to see in a full, 7-game series. Will he be able to play 25 minutes early on? Because that is the Warriors' lifeline defensively. And if he can't, this Kings offense is going to score a lot of points. Because after Andrew Wiggins relying on Gary Payton, who's not had too much time with the team yet, at least this season, and Dante DiVincenzo, I have the Kings taking the Warriors to 7 games. And in Game 7, I don't know who's going to win. It just comes down to how good Andrew Wiggins looks. If Wiggins is at the level he was at versus Dallas a year ago when he helped get this team to the finals, the Warriors are winning that. But if Andrew Wiggins is not, and he's maybe losing his touch, the Kings are going to win the series. It really just does come down to how good Andrew Wiggins looks, because Draymond can't do everything on defense.
Look, I'm shameless in who I want. I'm shameless in who I want to win the chip this season. I don't really care who wins. I just need the Suns to not win this shit, Boston to not win it because I hate them. I don't have to care about New York. The Clippers because honestly, it's fuck the Clippers in my head, and the Warriors because I cannot take this team again beating the odds. And it's so crazy that the season that they fall off, they get. It sounds bad to say this against the Kings, but they're obviously the food, the one people everybody wants. They're the team that's not proven, and they're the ones that get them. The team with the most playoff experience is going to be the one to get this in the first round after a season where they suck. I feel like what this is going to be is going to be a 7-game series if the worst pull it out, but it's going to be the series where Andrew Wiggins knocks off all that rust, and then in that second round series where we see the Warriors the same way they were last year, and it's going to piss me off to another level. I have this series going 7, and it all depends on Andrew Wiggins. It all depends on how much rust he has. If he's been keeping up, like while he's been away dealing with his family stuff, he's been keeping up with his training. And the only thing is maybe his shooting touch is not there, but the defensive ability is still there. The same ability, the same awareness to rebound like he did in the finals, move off ball. If that's still all there and he fits back seamlessly, I got the Warriors in 6 or 7.
Yeah.
If there's still some rust there, I got the Kings in 6 or 7.
Mm.
It all just depends on what you get from him. I just right now the Warriors starting lineup has not been the problem this year. They're plus 22. They just haven't had a lot of minutes together, but they are plus 22 with those 5 on the court.
Best in the
The
league.
problem is when you get to the bench and Jordan Poole felt as a starter, he's been great this year. Off that bench, he has not been the same level. His efficiency has dropped off a lot. So you have that's your main scorer coming off the bench. You have Dante DiVincenzo next to him. That's been pretty okay.
It's been
Yes, you
good.
have Gary Payton. You
It's
have
been
Gary
good. Put some respect in Dante's. He's been great.
Dante's been great. Then you're gonna.
There you
I'm
go.
pretty sure the Warriors probably gonna go 8 to 9 men deep.
Yeah.
So then the other two coming off the bench Jordan Poole, Dante DiVincenzo, Kuminga,
And Gary.
and
And Gary.
huh?
Yeah. Gary Payne.
Yeah,
GP.
Gary Payton. Yeah, and GP2. That's your 4 coming off the bench. So right now, I think the Kings are the team. Their bench unit is a little bit better, but right now in my own head, I trust the Warriors defense being able to keep up with the Kings offense and the Kings defense being able to keep up with the Warriors offense, especially if the Warriors are at least 75 to 80% what they should be.
Okay. PC, you're
Can't hear
muted.
you, muted.
Okay. I got Golden State in 6. I'm gonna first off give a kind of a concession speech for Sacramento. They had a hell of a season. Mike Brown coached a hell of a season. You know, coach of the year for a lot of people, not me, but you know, one man's opinion doesn't speak for everybody. Fox is a bona fide star. Sabonis is kind of like a baby Jokic. These guys play hard, but and John kind of said this at the beginning. If experience is the main thing for you, you're overlooking the Kings, buddy. I think you're overlooking experience because experience matters in this situation. And the Warriors have been here and they've done that. The
These
Kings
ain't
have
the same old Kings though, as well as getting at.
I mean, we're about to find out. We're about to find out if they ain't the same old Kings. They're better than what they've, put out the last 16 years. But we're about to find out if they can even get through round one of the playoffs. You guys are right. The Warriors picked their shot. They wanted this. I think they've been pretty open about it. That this is the series we want because of the inexperience. Because we believe we can take advantage of it. Sacramento is deeper, but man,
Honestly, I don't know about that.
when you get it's slightly when you get Wiggins back, and like I said before, defensively, I think he's going to be there. Cardio wise, I think he's going to be there. I think the last thing to come is going to be his shooting, and he's just going to have to get in rhythm. And I think this is the perfect series for him to knock off that rust. Clay is playing incredible. Shout out my boy Clay. Steph, I mean, he's still Chef Curry with the pot boy. Draymond is Ray. And Kevon Looney is liable to go give you freaking 15 or 20 boards on one game throughout a series because he just plays hard and he hustles. I think they're going to turn the switch on, man. I really do. Now, I think I did hear this from somebody that the worst thing for the league is for the Warriors to win this series because it validates everybody's point that the regular season means F all. If the Warriors are able to cruise through, and the Lakers too by that, but they had a little more injuries, they're able to just cruise through. And then in the playoffs, just be able to turn it on and beat a team that was dominating, like the Kings or the Grizzlies. It kind of speaks volumes, guys, that the regular season at the end of the day is such a different animal than the playoffs, and it really means more minimal than you actually think it does.
I
So
don't know
the
about that,
NBA,
though.
if they want, I don't know how you don't think that when
Because
it's
Andrew
already
Wiggins
proven
only
right there.
Steph Curry played 56 games this season. Andrew Wiggins only played 37 this year.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, but
really
we
Half the games.
even with that point, 9-30. What was it? 9-30. They 11-30. They finished on the
They're
road.
bad on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, they're horrible on the road.
So I mean, have the Warriors been cruising through this regular season?
Because of
Here's
injuries,
the
yeah.
thing. That 9-game losing streak they had at the end of the season on the road, 7 of those Andrew Wiggins did not play. No, I think 7 of those Andrew Wiggins did not play, and then their last 2 wins their wins came against Luka Doncic, Akari Irvingless Dallas, the Houston Rockets without Şengün. I think
Crappy
the
teams.
the G League Portland Trail Blazers.
Uh-huh.
And I
just
can't
think
remember, and somebody else. So yeah, I think their road struggles are definitely 1000%. I think I think they're losing those first 2 games.
I mean, Sacramento is actually better on the road by 2 games than at home. I just think that is
are they the only team like that this season? Because I'm pretty sure like the road records this season have not been great.
the road records. No, I think the best team on the road is
No, but I mean
Milwaukee.
better on the road than at home.
Oh,
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think that matters
New
too
York,
much.
New
I think
York,
matchups matter more.
New York is better on the road than they are at home. Um, but yeah, no, I firmly believe that. I do think that it's the worst thing for the NBA if the Lakers or the Warriors go and win a championship this year because I already see the narrative being built. The regular season means nothing if teams are like this, and I know injuries played a part. I get it, but for the most part, they were able to just cruise right through
Yeah.
and then get healthy at the right time.
I disagree
I
because
think
the
that
West.
I think that's the thing. Getting healthy at the right time. I think the Lakers, especially, you mixed up your entire team. If they kept the same team, they wouldn't even be in this position right now.
The
I
West
think
that's true for.
Huh?
For the Eastern Conference, every single season it is Milwaukee, Boston, Philly. Like the East, it's all of these elite contenders are winning
Yeah.
50 some odd games. So I think in the Western Conference, it
Well, they're
more so
also
comes down
different
to
though,
teams
too.
just being injured and just
They're
not
also
being able to win
different.
at a high level in
They're,
spite of those injuries.
sorry to interrupt, but they're also different because they're younger players and their stars are younger. We all know older vets and older stars don't try as hard in the regular season, while Giannis, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum are going to try a little bit
Yeah, they
more
have
hard.
MVPs to win. They have things to prove, so they're gonna play a little bit harder. LeBron, Steph, KD already have
That's
the
fair.
accolades.
Fair.
It's just to build the legacy with championships at this point.
And also,
But
I'm riding that narrative too, so I'm picking the Warriors and the Lakers to win. So
Cool.
yeah,
So
I just think it's just in that specific talking point. Yes, if the Lakers make it to the finals and they meet the Boston Celtics or the Milwaukee Bucks and they win that series, I don't think that's going to be the talking point. I think if the Warriors do it, that's going to be the talking point. I don't think if the Lakers do it, that's the talking point. I think first of all, that nobody's going to talk about that because the GOAT debate is going to be taking over the media for the entire
yes,
summer if that
that's
freaking
exactly
happens.
why I don't want the Lakers to win the championship, because I do not want to hear from LeBron fans that he is the
Oh,
GOAT.
you're going to hear from me. I'm going to come on here and say it.